But when you talk about dyslexia, that is like it's always been quite prevalent in my industry, in the beauty industry, and I think because our industry, it's a lot of visual work and, like you say, touch and different things. It's been a profession where a lot of people who haven't, well, you know, they've been gravitating to like this kind of industry, and you're like now saying that that's a natural.
Well, I would
thing.
say that's completely natural because of a lack of confidence in the pursuit of academic stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I've got some toys over here which I'm going to show for those who are on the podcast. You're not going to be able to see this, but I'm now holding in my hands a really cute, fluffy octopus. And I use my...
bright red one.
He's a bright red, very cute. I've also got a purple one, and he's got a very sweet face, and he's very, very, very sweet. I've also got a grey neuron, and they're soft, cuddly toys, and they make everybody smile because they think, how can this sort of neuroscientist be hanging out with soft, cuddly toys? And I do this because I firmly believe, talking to your point about the things that we think we don't know. I mean, I'm always amazed how much anatomy and skin structure that beauty therapists have to learn, and yet they couldn't because it's interest. If something piques your interest,
yes, exactly,
you get the dopamine hit, which helps you learn, and you've got the goal that you want to have of something that you're going to be able to earn a living with. So everything starts to form a pathway in your mind, and these pathways are living, breathing things. And this is how I use my grey little neuron and my octopus to explain. So octopus, we know, are very curious, and this one's got very, very, very curled up tentacles. Over here we have a neuron, and at the top of the neuron we have these little protrusions which are called dendrites. And I like to explain to people that dendrites are living and breathing things. So when you have an experience and you make sense of that experience and you start to learn from that experience, they actually start to grow.
Yeah.
And like a tentacle, they kind of unfurl and they lay down their scaffolding, which is the infrastructure of the dendrite. And then the molecules of different proteins and different type of enzymes start to build on that dendrite. Then those dendrites reach out to other neurons. And that's where you get this idea that neurons that fire together wire together. Now, that I use to help people understand you don't have to be super scientific to actually have a good grounding in understanding the living, breathing nature of our brain. And why it's so important to look after it, which is where the well-being comes in. And as you said, that one of the things we're also planning to do at Made for Life is to provide and reach out to the community, the Made for Life community, and really help people with their well-being, really help if we can go the next layer down through all of the sound bites and really connect to people with what's really powerful for their well-being.
So how do you look after your brain?
Well, brain health is a really, really important area, and it's not just a one thing. So this is the other thing. If you eat well, that's fantastic. We all now know, and the science has really grown in the last 3 to 4 years, that the gut biodome really influences the brain. So what we eat has a direct influence on our brain.